Hey, I'm Uriel Kame. Welcome to your first lesson in the course How to Lose Belly Fat and Get Six-Pack Abs. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? So today's lesson, what we're going to be looking at is the reality of how to lose belly fat. Now, the reality is that it's not easy to lose belly fat. I mean, as you've probably noticed, it takes sometimes a lot of work, a lot of time, and you might be confused, or you may not even know why you are unable to lose that layer of fat that's sitting on top of those muscles underneath. Well, let's look at a couple facets of this issue. First off, losing belly fat and seeing defined abdominals is hard, takes hard work. I'm not going to lie to you, it's probably one of the toughest things that you can do when we're talking about achieving incredible fitness levels, and from a superficial perspective, how you look, it's definitely hard work. You have to be diligent with your training, diligent with your diet. We're going to go through all this stuff over the next several lessons, but I want to go through the basics today in this lesson. So it takes hard work. If you're looking for an overnight quick fix type of solution to getting a flat stomach, beautifully defined abs, there isn't any. It's just not going to happen. Fat burners, all sorts of those, Ephedras, caffeinated products, forget about that. There's no quick fix, and I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you. And if you don't want to continue after this, that's totally fine. You just have to be realistic. You have to realize that to achieve incredible results takes hard work. Remember, anything that's worthwhile takes hard work to get to that. So the first thing you need to do is really commit to setting your goals, right? Write down what it is that you want to achieve, right? So if it's, losing 20 pounds or losing a couple inches off your waist or whatever it is, write that down and be very clear as to what it is you're after. And then more importantly is why, right? What are the reasons why you have to achieve that, right? Because again, when you're going through hours and days and weeks and months of training and kind of the diligent commitment that it takes to achieve the results you want, you need to have those reasons why that are going to help motivate you and push you during the tough times, right? Because challenges will come up. You'll probably have setbacks. That's the way life works. But when you have those reasons why that are compelling you forward, it will really help you stay on track and help you working towards your belly fat loss goals and the goals of defining those six-pack abs. So those are the first things I need to mention to you. So it takes hard work. You need to be very clear on your goals, and you need to be committed to achieving them, right? Again, we're not looking at quick fixes. They just don't exist. So the reality of losing belly fat is that it's not easy. That's the first thing. That's the first thing you need to understand, is it takes hard work and diligent commitment to doing so. Okay? You see in fitness models, all these, Mr. Universes. I'm losing my train of thought here, but all these bodybuilders and fitness models, they obviously have specific regimes they follow, but one thing they have in common is this ability to train, right? This ability to stay committed and work hard towards their goals. They're very diligent in their workouts, they're very diligent in their diet, and that's the truth, right? If you want to achieve that superficial look of defined abdominals, it takes work. So I sound like a broken record already, but that's the key message that I want to get across to you today, is that it doesn't come easy. And for most people, again, it depends on your body type. Like for myself, I'm more of an ectomorph, which means that I'm more predisposed, if you will, to being slim. So for me to have defined muscles is a lot easier, right? You can see my abdominals much easier than if I were someone who is more of an endomorph, which is somebody who tends to gain fat or plump up a little bit easier, or somebody even who's a mesomorph, which tends to pack on a lot of weight, muscle specifically. So if you're an ectomorph, if you're someone like myself who's a little bit slimmer, then yeah, sure, it's going to be easier for you to achieve that belly fat loss and see those defined abdominals. If you're not in that category, well, it can be done. By no means is it not unrealistic, but remember that you have a couple of cards against you, so you have to work a little bit harder. And I'm going to show you over the next several videos how we can do that. So that's it for today's lesson. I want just to really kind of level the playing field here and give you the fundamental understanding that it does require hard work. But if you're committed to it, and if you really want to see incredible results, then I'm going to show you how over the next several lessons. So that is our first lesson in how to lose belly fat and get six-pack abs. I'm Uriel Kane. Remember, if you want all the lessons, come back to myfituryou.com/abs. The website is right here. And be sure to get all of these great lessons that I'm going to be showing you, the reality and the truth about how to get that sculpted, beautiful, sexy waistline that you want. I'll see you in the next lesson.